Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole. Yay! I don't know how much they got of that potato, but we'll see. Apart from our normal BS of starting and stuff like that, I need to give you a heartfelt thank you to RPG Elements, the one that is currently housed in the miniature of the, as you can see, the Grief Saurosaurn. Even though that's not a
That's, well, I don't have a laser pointer, but it's there over by the E of we.
It's the big thing. It's the biggest thing on the table.
Yep.
RPG Elements and JD Arts were making all of our art that you see before you for introductions, for characters, and just awesome stuff. It's really, really cool stuff. If you ever catch them online, they are the coolest people on the planet.
Let's get on to
the next episode of Togetherwerole. See you in a moment, everyone.
Help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane, for what's beyond the veil too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll.
Alright, so, a little bit of recap. The Silver Menagerie. You just entered the portal that was forcibly open and held by Nicholas's capabilities. Physically, desiring to a Fey step, essentially, ability on a greater scale to be held open that will lead to the Lord of Bitterfrost's domain, his home. That doesn't really have a true physical entrance and exit. This is the only way to get there, as far as you know. You are currently traveling the path after crashing the party, showing the might of your Grief Saurosaurn, gaining reputation for Nicholas, for the one that has created it. You are currently traveling in the path. First, Vedic, naturally, followed by Quinn, the Saurosaurn, Nicholas, and Ek. Spark is in between, along with the other servants of Edla and Evernuts. It's strange for those that do not have the normal capabilities of face step capabilities. Traveling this line that you want to say it's like a two-dimensional line, but you're still three-dimensional, but you're walking as if you're in between everything. And things look weird looking straight away, but as soon as you look left and right, you're able to see into the physical realm, or the shadow realm, that you're walking a fine line in between realities at the moment. And everything is frozen in time as you're currently forced to walk forward. You can never turn around, you can never walk backwards, and you can never truly stop. You must always move forward. Now, it's not the fastest, and you're traveling through a lot of the material. A lot of times you're traveling through stone, ice, rock, and then you enter other rooms. Seeing random events happen as you travel by. Some of them just reading other people's eating from like a flesh tree or something like that. Others having grand parties and grand theatrical materials, but you continue forward and you start to see these familiar crystalline megastructures that you saw during your celebration with the Green Saurosaurn to introduce yourselves before crashing the party. But the fight has officially started there. These crystalline structures that seem to funnel the passing dead one direction, which is away from the material plane. A massive battle is breaking out between celestial, fae, and fiends. Gods and demigods, too. I would like everyone to make a collective perception check followed by a religion or history check.
Does the Saurusworn also?
Perception, history, or religion?
All right.
Perception, history, or religion.
Okay.
22 on both.
22 on both. Okay. What?
22.
22.
Perception. 22.
30 perception, 24 history.
Okay.
Perception 25
Okay.
and 4 religion
Makes sense.
or history, or they're the same.
With the 22, 25 history, you know this. This is the main area, or one of the 3 main areas in the Raven's Palace that you know of, that funnel the passing way from the material plane. These things must survive, otherwise the dead, excuse me, a lot of the dead don't have anywhere to go, unless they're already spoken for. It causes a lot of messiness in the material plane. They are currently under siege. These hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands of feet tall crystalline structures in these megadome rooms that funnel passing, arcing with the electricity as these pathways, in air even, that are currently broken in segments, still housing battles between mainly Celestial and Fiend, but with a perception of 30, you can see right off the bat that a lot of the Fae that would normally be assisting the Raven Celestial Guards against incursions like Fiends, a lot of them are indisposed with other Fae usurpers. An uproar of Fae individuals that have been suddenly surged with magical energies that are taking a chance for something. And they seem to be semi-organized, if not definitely organized with a perception of 30. Vedic. And Quinn spot it first. You see a beast mid-blown through the side of a wall. A gargantuan creature. Lizard, almost prehistoric-like body of like a T-Rex in form. Horns jetting out in many parts of it, claws that are almost city block size. Radiating with heat that goes against the natural cold decorum of the Raven's Palace. Several entities, both enemy and friendly, in its jaw, amidst collapse of razor layered teeth. A Tarrasque with almost a collar of black, purple, and dark blue wreath.
It's got a collar on.
That goes around its neck, up its eyes, covering one side of the eye that has a housing of 3 separate skulls that replace its eye, that has jetted out completely and seems to be looking. Frozen in time still, but looking. This wreath continues around the body, but in terms of it blowing through a structure into this mega crystalline funnel chamber, that is what you're able to see with a 30. With your 30, that's what you see. With a 30, there's another powerful entity in this room. As you start to look at the very ripples of shadow energy around, the Raven is in this chamber, semi-formed in the shadow itself, waiting, seemingly planning in the distance, not fully formed, but very much like you, traveling in between realities. Which, as you look towards the area where she's about to manifest, you see the shadow almost like a face going through a black
Like something
canvas.
through a waterfall almost.
Oh, it's very much like that, yeah. Like, I was thinking like a black canvas that's held tight and you can press your face on the other side. You're seeing the ripples like that. Like she's about to step through. But she looks towards your group. A little heavily on you, Quinn, noticing her presence. not truly stopped in time. Vedic. Being a person that studies time and
What you looking at?
heavily
Just my girl.
oh Jesus.
You do not see me blowing kisses at the.
Yeah. Make a judo persuasion.
Call me. Just rolled a natural 20. First roll.
I'm not sure that ends well for you.
Take bludgeoning damage.
Congratulations, she's the top.
So as you're like studying the strings of time, because everything is taught, and this kind of fascinates you because you're a time wizard, dude. You study these kind of things, and it's, all of you feel almost like a cold surge that
I've seen this.
cold surge go towards Quinn, and there's a little bit of snow around you. You don't know what that means.
Yeah. It's like time seems to stop for everyone else for a second, and then all of a sudden it goes on, and all of a sudden Quinn's collar is torn back. He's got lipstick all over.
Not quite that. No, not that at all. Not that at all. But notice has been achieved.
Yeah.
You know that. What will it lead? No idea. It could be bad. It could be good. It could be.
Hey.
Anyway.
Everybody needs loving sometime.
But with that natural 20, I will say you do get the sense of feeling, just to add to her, that this is her summer home, and she's walking home to her summer home with sinks in the dishes. The washing machine has flooded.
There's sinks in the dishes?
Yeah.
It really is a messed up place.
Yeah, it's like her home house, summer home has just been torn up. She's pissed. You'll get that from just the natural 20 because
That was
awesome.
44, by the way.
Oh my god.
44.
So yeah, you don't know what's happening, but you're going to add 2 reputation just for that. Vedic, go to roll Arcana check. With advances, because this is time shenanigans. This is your choice.
I was impressed at 22. 48. Did you say 48?
44.
44.
Enough to get
Double.
Wait,
Let's just put it this way. DC 40 is enough to get a god's notice.
next level, I add my wisdom to charisma checks.
And how big is your wisdom?
4.
Oh, right, because you're a ranger too.
Wow. Yeah, well, you certainly have gotten her notice.
What was your Arcana?
32.
32. You definitely know this right away. And this is partially why you didn't notice the other things at the same time. Because you start to see the weave of thread, this crystalline blue thread, ethereal, that's been dancing around and doing time shenanigans after going through the gate of continuum. You start thinking, what is this time thing doing? You know that you will go back in time, but all these events, are these just events that are going to happen and there's going to be 2 of you in the same reality? And followed by, is it going to cause a time paradox and everything? And you start to see the threads convulse, shift, turn, and collide with each other and start wrapping around each one of you and almost pull you in a direction and in another direction, as it's almost convulsing, as these constant effects of a very real thing, paradoxes, are being caused due to a little thing called causality. You are attempting to remove a causality to prevent all of this from happening. And time is unhappy. And your eyes go fake.
What are you thinking on there? You seem to be lost in a very specific thought.
This is very important.
And you feel tremors, emanations, psychic resonations, and you feel something that you haven't felt since the very time you've learned how to begin with time. And suddenly you get struck and lifted up into the air, off the very tether itself. Your mind catapulted in a direction. He goes limp and falls to the floor.
Whoa! I attempt to catch him.
We'll get to that in a moment. You are being rocketed through time itself as you start to have a vision. You haven't had a vision. And you realize you're being pulled by the very staff itself, the crystalline staff that is growing limbs and becoming a very crystalline and physical aspect of the tree of life itself.
You ever seen Gonzo get shot out of a cannon?
Yeah. That's like you. So you go, whee! as you just go off into the universe and
Wait.
start to hear things,
Tim
see
Allen
things,
going-
start
Through
images flash by. Parts of time, speculations, upcoming events that are changing rapidly.
Baseball scores, lottery numbers.
And you realize you're in a focal point that you've never been in one of these before, or one of this magnitude. You are seeing the fate of a reality. No, the entire fate of the world. Let me rephrase this: is on the focal point of a point where you don't know what's going to happen, because fate doesn't know what's going to happen, and you realize part of this gate of continuum. You realize you already left your planet. And you're starting to step into something known as the multiverse. With a DC-30, a new multiverse is being created because you've stepped into a gate of continuum and you're changing the events so massively, or attempting to, that if you're successful, will rewrite the course of events. And thus, fate and time fight back by creating a new bulge in the timeline, creating a new multiverse universe. Which is going to be very similar to yours, but just changed in the way that fate and time will allow it for this universe. And then you start to hear a very familiar, angry, female draconic voice scream your name. As it just goes into the interior, followed by breaking of materials, objects, and something massive that sounds like a astrolabe for a spelljammer shit, breaking and exploding apart as you get the image, a visage of a spelljammer helmed ship of a draconic origins that you know as the spelljammer flagship, the Sky's Flare's Promise, of a certain ex-girlfriend. Seemingly very pissed after breaking time once again to grab 2 vestiges, a legendary item, and very powerful items at the same time.
This is fucking awesome that he is.
Look,
that our DM is
if
actually
I'd
combining
told you at the
Spelljammer
time-
and D&D.
Seemingly gaining the ire of someone that was currently using the equipment now broken. Another one is looking at you. No, about to look at you. Currently uncertain. With a DC-30, will be looking at you soon. How soon is hard to determine. A hungering beast that has the same visage as the Taurus wreath with a collar and face mask, essentially. Looking towards you with hunger. In its mind. Hungering for your mind. Something inside of it that it desires and must have, and will sacrifice anything for it. And then last, which is the strange thing, because the last one becomes chilled. The other visage images, flashes, don't shake you. This one shakes you. And you only get a humanoid-looking figure with only eyes peering towards you. Draconic eyes. Yellow slits that make you pick an insight check to yourself.
You're looking at your phone for an insight check.
This is my character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Because of wizards and how much spells and everything.
It's almost
10.
10.
Ouch.
You don't know why, but there's some sort of primal urge of fuck this thing over. You don't know those eyes. You don't know why you just want to spit in that direction just for knowing that it exists in that direction. But it's you know for certain that it knows your presence. You did something to cause it to look towards you recently. Relatively recently. And there's history here. But you don't know why. And suddenly, as you flares of armies colliding, grand cities rising up, seemingly flying into the distance, disappearing forever, eyes that are looking towards you, multiple, all focused on you. and a new multiverse being born, and a possible Spelljammer ship coming your way with a DC 30. You land back in your body in the arms of Ek.
I've had this nightmare before.
This is not what it... I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you would think it was a nightmare.
Leaning over.
Yes, I'm like holding... This is not a gentle caress. I'm sorry, it might look like that.
At least buy him dinner first.
Why did you just pass out? I was trying to talk to you. And you suddenly
Asked and answered.
passed out. Are you alright?
No.
What ails you? Are you cursed or diseased?
No. We have a problem. We have a new problem. Wait.
The whiteboard slides down.
0. Rather than 0 before, but it is now 0 again.
It didn't even get to 0.1.
Time travel being what it is.
Admittedly, we're going to exit this realm at the exact same moment we left, so...
Wasn't me. This one, not me. Just saying.
I'm not sure I understood everything that I just saw.
What did you see?
I just said I'm not sure I understood everything I just saw.
Well, understand and... Well, alright.
Alright. If I had to extrapolate...
Do it over there.
Time is not the sort of... Time is not the river that we think it is.
It's more of a swamp.
It's more like a bagel. With, like, different flavors of schmear on it.
I'm purposely failing my perception checks. To
So I think I get just...
You can crunch parts of it out, and it's still a bagel.
Like a Jeremy Bearimy, almost.
So, we've got some things to be aware of. First of all...
What's in that puppy smoking?
I'm taking in secondhand smoke right now.
It's purple. Whatever comes out is purple. Like, I'm not talking like smokish purple. I'm talking like iridescent neon purple.
Yes! I'm maintaining concentration.
Something in the past
Just keep it away from me.
has come back, and it's going to be hunting me.
What?
I can't be any more specific than that. Please don't ask. That's not your problem.
Nothing gets to hunt my party members. Only I get to hunt my party
Your
members.
problem is that we are mucking with time so badly that time has started to fight back. Your bagel now wants to eat you. It's like pineapple. Pineapple gets on. You know pineapple, you eat pineapple, it tries to digest you back. This is a pineapple bagel.
And so the name of our episode, Pineapple Bagel, confusing the shit out of her.
I love it. Anyway, continue.
We're in for a hell of a fight. And I think...
I know we're in a hell of a fight.
I've just been told that there are vestiges... Okay, so you got your vestige, you've got your vestige, and you've got your vestige, and she's got some weird alternate reality power.
And you notice that hers is almost like vibrating and pulsing with black energy.
Oh, is it doing that now?
Yes.
I would like to tune
like
into
an
that
apple
instead of whatever the fuck.
Pineapple bagels!
Pineapple
So as soon as you look at Nicholas, you notice that she's holding the cube of gate, and it's pulsating similarly to the vestige on her wrist.
So-
that seems to be
before you
vibrating
touch
around.
anything over there, you should know that I think I've just been told by the great cosmic beyond that there are vestiges that are going to fight back against our vestiges. There are anti-vestiges.
What?
Poke.
And she just kind of Like, which
Empty
artifacts?
vestiges. I might even call them
I'm
waste
poking the
cottages.
cosmic gate so that way I can travel to.
Yes! So as soon as you say that, all of you hear a... It's quite literally a singularity opens up on her finger points and pulls her in as a black hole. Only her. And she's gone.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It started.
Everyone, except Nicholas, get the fuck out.
We get to leave. Oh man! Oh my
As we're
god!
standing there and we watch this happen, I look over at Vedek and I go, you know, I really wish I'd never made the choice to only study being a hunter or being a musician.
Oh, sit back down, please.
Ooh.
Sorry, transmission.
All right. So
As
it
you
looks
feel,
I used one of my wishes.
Oh really?
yeah, you did. So, Vedek, you feel a surge of arcane power.
Oh, are we
That's-
not leaving?
That well, I mean, I wish just happened. Everything's happened
Are
at
all of
once.
us sitting back down?
Yeah.
Apparently we're sitting
You
back
guys,
down.
you guys get
You're
to
gonna
see
see
this.
me.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me get an inch taller.
Wait, what was it that you just said?
So now you're 2
So-
inches tall?
I took a Viagra, it got stuck in my throat, and now I'm taller.
Yeah. So hold on. So as you say that simple phrase of just "I wish," and then that simple phrase
Yeah.
of like "I wish I didn't just study one side. I wish I studied both sides equally." And then suddenly a surge of arcane power. That same Raven presence, and almost as you feel the Raven Queen almost
Queens of fallen.
blow towards you, as the arcane weaves retaliates in a way that is unforeseen as a wish spell goes off. The 9th tier magical.
Everybody stay calm! A wind spell has just gone off! As a wizard, I know these things when they happen!
A freaked out kobold, and suddenly
Someone has just made a wish!
you feel your mind expand, contort, twist, and move in a way that, wait, of course you can do that.
Yeah.
Now all of the currently unlocked capabilities of whatever path you chose of your current levels, if you have anything that says
At this level, yeah,
At
that's
this
exactly
level-
what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Are you retconning your character? Is that
no,
what you're
No.
it is now upgraded to full at current level. So if you say a good example would be a ranger's ability
Favorite enemy.
favorite enemy.
I just acquired 2 more favorite
He is
enemies.
now a level 14 when it comes to that.
Even though you're
favorite
not
enemy.
level 14.
Well, level 13, but yeah. But basically, all of my class
by
abilities.
150 experience points.
No, all of my class abilities that have an improvement based on my level. Like at this level, you get this. At this level, you get this. I now get those based on my total character level, not my class level.
Okay. Do you get new class?
I do not get the unless I've actually taken that level.
That
of
was
the
my
class,
question.
Yes.
I don't get the new ability.
So you're not going to be a level 20 ranger and a level 20
No.
bars.
So-
that's going to be broken.
I suddenly would have become a very interesting artificer.
That would be broken. That would
Yeah, that would be broken. Yes.
I wish none of us ever had to just choose one. No.
Okay.
No.
In full correction, you feel that God himself punch you in the dick.
Every one of us that's multi-classed, all of our level dependent
You mean all of
abilities.
us?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Can you
Anyway.
imagine getting all your barbarian abilities at
I
one level?
want-
Sorry.
I just want to point out, while that's going on, along this path of whatever that we're walking along, and you guys are kind of like hovering along, barely moving, whatever, the grief Sorrowsworn is still just pulling ahead while I disappeared. So if you guys want to give him some distance,
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh, I'm happy to watch him just go on down. Like, I have
just-
no idea what's going on.
wanted to
Going
make
the other way, I'm good.
You can't.
He's going that way,
there's
I'm
no,
good.
There's no other
other way.
No,
You
but
just
he's
go
going away
slower.
from me. I'm going slower. That's good.
It's actually kind of like almost plowing the road and make it so that you guys can walk side by side.
Mother fuck me. I think I just figured out the other thing that you were trying to tell me.
What?
What? The shadowy figure with the draconic eyes?
What? Tell us.
Anti-vestiges
Talk
are
to
a
me.
thing?
Talk to me. Where the fuck are we right now?
Hold that thought, because right now, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But here's
God
what I
damn.
wrote down. What
I am
they
so
are.
envious
feel
of
it,
you.
and
I don't even
actualizes,
watch this during
and you're
the
like,
during the post. I don't get to watch this
I
during the
gotta pick
post.
2
I
more
actually,
expertises, but that's
I actually
yeah.
cut it out so I don't
It's
get to
not
see it.
that breaking.
It's fun. It's powerful, but not. I become God.
It doesn't change anything in my. It doesn't change my ability to do anything. It lets me use some of my abilities a little bit better,
Correct.
and it doesn't break any action economy.
All
right.
Still, get the
I
fuck
think
out.
we're gonna leave you there.
I gotta pick my 2 expertises. So
Oh, hey, I'm not gonna find my drink this time.
Sorry for the detour.
No, it's cool.
The wish spell goes up. Oh well. Meanwhile, no, go back. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So with this actualization and pressing the button, your mind shifts in a way that you can now read, or at least understand these layered upon layered upon layered upon layered upon layered from the expanded mind from the Raven's gift.
Mm-hmm.
And these translations begin: death, birth, destruction, creation, stop, start, pause, renewal, unmade, transmutation, decease, the end, and the beginning. It is all and nothing at the same time.
Okay.
As you enter a fold of creation. And my PC decides to take off like a helicopter. There's no harshness as you once felt, traveling through the message itself. Finding the destruction part of this entity that you've always tried to commune to but could never understand.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, you enter out a light hole. From black hole to light hole. Holding the cube in hand. With a semi-dressed blob of ethereal night sky that turns around and puts on a coat as if it wasn't wearing anything, and still has its hand splayed out. It goes, "Good God, you people don't knock."
How do you knock with a cube?
And then it turns towards you again. What?
How do you knock with a cube?
How you doing this? Cool. Hi! Hi! Hi!
Hi.
Hi! Hi! And he kind of stumbles forward. Hi.
You need a minute to get dressed?
And
Or
he kind of stretches out and everything. Puts out a nice tuxedo with this flared out expression of almost basically universe stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Magic.
There's magic, and then there's fold of creation stuff.
Acquisition of power is something that I excel at.
And that's why. Oh, you're amazing. What am I? Just please do me this one favor. What am I?
Are you asking me to name you, or are you asking me to know that and answer honestly?
I can't answer that. Because if I answer that, then it will become real.
Okay. My understanding is you are a source of knowledge, power, and creation. Who seems to resemble universe bits. And a snappy dresser.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything seems to almost like breathe in and out. It seems to almost look out, and even with your expanded mind, now see infinity that folds out in on itself. That seems to expand just a little bit more with the completion of your definition. Thank you. We can't, it can't define ourselves, because if we say something to be, then it will be that, and always has been. It is a rule of the three to not define ourselves as much as possible.
Can you define the other two?
They would be severely angry if I did.
Can you tell me who the other two are?
They are the other two folds of creation that is your everything.
Okay.
This is amazing and impossible. I haven't had a conversation outside of the other two. Well, ever. Every time I do, they explode.
Well, as yet, I don't think
You
that
didn't
will
bring
happen.
anyone with you, right?
I didn't what?
You didn't bring anyone with you, yes?
I mean, no one I don't always bring with me.
There's no other intellectual minds here.
I wouldn't call Charles intellectual. I also don't know if he's here, so.
You look in your pocket, he's not there right now.
Okay.
That is a very good thing not to have. Let's just put it this way. Without me, and he points towards your wrist where the vestige is, unforeseen consequences will happen when you leave your own reality. The very properties that bind you together to make you you is suddenly no longer there, and you will just go out in every direction possible.
This sounds like they're very foreseen consequences.
This is my definition. The other two have their definitions.
Okay. Is
Wow.
there like an upper limit on intellect? Or is it just more sentient?
Sentience is the most important thing.
Okay.
It allows things to continue. It allows things to begin and end. It's the reason why mistakes are there too.
Okay.
Why are you here?
This was glowing, and then the cube was also glowing, and
The
Vedic
cube
was
immediately flies out of your
babbling.
hand into his.
Mage hand it back.
And it flies out of his hand.
Speaking of rude, snatching is something that isn't generally.
That was involuntary. I apologize.
Would you like to see it?
I would love to see it.
Here you go. Rude.
Well, you're right. No, that's all me. You're right. When you only speak to two other people, you don't get a lot of table manners. Then he kind of adjusts, apparates a shadow chair underneath him to sit down. The rest of the table and a sofa is arranged for you as well. This shouldn't exist. And he's kind of wriggling around, turns it inside out, plays with a fourth dimensional item, throws it on the floor, becomes 2D, rubs it flat, picks it up, flies that back out. That is extraordinary. Oh, you have me at a disadvantage. What would you like to know?
One, I would like to know why this was pulsing.
Probably due to the excitement of a new mind that I go to speak to. And the
But you didn't
impossibility-
know that.
Yes and no. It's kind of like asking if you are aware of the blood vessels in your body and their individual reactions. You know that they are there. You don't know what they are doing. You have to understand that I are everything about you. You are me and I am you. You are a part of me and you cannot be separated from me lest you risk unmaking.
What can I do to you?
I mean, well,
Are you immune to The abilities that I have to all items of mortal make, are you...
Actually, I don't know. I've never tried it. Do you want to try it?
Not now. There's kind of a chaotic, world-ending situation going on.
Oh, I know that.
And I need my resources.
Well,
But as I can come back at any time, Cube returns.
yes, you can. And please come back whenever you wish. But there is... Well, it's ironic since there's no time here. Things will be reset. They have to be.
What will be reset?
Everything.
As in my world, or as in my powers when I leave here?
Everything. Be included.
Because of the destruction that's being brought?
That is the outcome of the inevitability of the end.
Are you saying there's no point in me trying to stop it?
I mean, you'll prolong it. If it's not this destruction of all, the beginning of the end, then it'll come later.
Later within my lifetime?
I mean, my later. But things move a lot faster for you than me. So if I start resetting the destruction of all again, it's gonna be a while.
Let me put this in terms that make it clear what I'm asking.
Certainly.
If I prevent all the bullshit that's going on, are you gonna make it where I have to do it again? Or can that be someone else's problem after I'm dead?
Would you like it someone else's problem? You are immortal too. Which unfortunately means you will meet me when it's time for you to end.
Yes, I'm quite content with my mortal status. I don't want to go through this multiple times. This is...
Roll a persuasion check.
Hear people whispering behind the curtain. That is a 23.
Done. Anything else? I mean, you still have to fix the current calamity,
Sure,
because domino
yes.
effects and all of that. But sure, yeah, as long as one thing, you come back and at least have a conversation with me every now and again.
Yes, of course.
Now, for you, every now and again. For me, it's pretty much instantaneous. So,
All right.
so it's just every time you leave and come back, it's just like that.
I guess the last thing. Do you have any advice on how to stop the current calamity?
Problem is, that's going into the details of the
Okay.
blood cells. Hold on. And he kind of reverts inwards, and you feel the actual domain, this beige, forever infinite, seems to darken and contort and twist. Yes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that you have a lot of pieces, and you are able to put them together. If you're able to take out that little shit that always tries too much and always fails, because he tries too much, it's this Lord guy.
Lord of Bitter Frost.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, if you take him out, you've already created another multiverse. That's going to be a big mess to fix, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. I get to talk to you, so yeah, that's more than fine. The other two, they're going to be jealous. They might be jealous. Possibly jealous, never jealous. I should have defined that. I just messed up. It's fine. But as soon as that happens, the trash will be unfortunately still remaining on the material plane. Mm-hmm. If you're able to figure out to either kick him out, give him the cube or something, and promise him something that it will never trick him or something, as long as you get him off the material plane, should solve a lot of the problems. There'll still be a lot of devils, but it's not going to be world-ending.
Okay.
I mean, you could also aim for his second brain. It's on his back, surrounded by the flower thingies.
Is that the possession?
that allows him to bypass the immunity of possession on the Trask. Something about taking the old brain of a soulless dead Trask to use it as a catalyst for greater things. Kind of a few minutes of explanation.
Alright. That could be useful. One
There
thing at
seems
a
to be a
time.
lot of chuckling in the universe. This is why I don't do this. Things have repercussions when we look too far inwards, and gods start bleeding, and mortals start popping like fireworks. So don't ask too much of me when it comes to that.
Sure. Well, this was fascinating. Could you put me back where I was? Because otherwise I have to do
Sure.
some work.
Make another persuasion check.
That's a +6. Modified 20.
What if I do? Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna cause some backlash, and the other two ain't gonna be happy, but
Well, you just defined that they won't be.
shit.
You're going to have to watch your speech. I think you
I'm
should
excited.
take breaks.
I don't agree.
I think we should take a break in the conversation now before you define anything else.
Good. I like you. Great job. Mid, the cube, please. Yeah. And he takes the cube and holds it, and he doesn't move it, but the cube expands and it contemplates you, and you have that almost like Tron feeling of cube, and snap back into the place with a loud clapping sound.
Do I
Before
have my cue?
everyone starts moving again, and you see everything stop, but then it starts to speed up, and then fast forward to the point that you're now available to be there now.
Okay.
Everyone enter, please. Congratulations.
All right,
on-
what do zombie construction workers use? Crane.
Congratulations
Zombie
on
construction
leading
workers,
a
cranes.
Prime Davy of the Fold of Creation.
Yay, me!
Specifically, Fold. Actually, I won't define it.
Yep.
Defining is dangerous with this entity.
It's really good. Diplomatic?
So, as you guys are having this conversation, as Vedic was about to complete a thought, suddenly there's a clap that almost blows you guys a few feet backwards, and Nikwas is standing with the cube in her hand, slightly smoldering.
What?
Do you mind? I'm trying to have an existential revelation here. I'm delving the cosmic mystery, and you're here, you're poofy, and you're...
I met a
What?
prime deity.
They're penetrating the bureaucracy!
Prime deity?
I think.
Like the big ones?
Said fold of creation.
Make an Arcana or a Religion check. Roll high.
If there's one thing I do, it's roll. That's a natural 20.
Oh!
So that happened.
Vedic would know.
He's gonna look at that shit.
39.
39.
Ooh,
He's just
we
gonna
have
lick the side of your face,
whispers.
so.
There's whispers stuff. There's whisper stuff going on right now. It's whisper stuff. So I have to say whisper because
Otherwise, the
our
mics will pick
microphones are
it
gonna
up.
pick it up. I got that shit tuned. We still have a little bit of an echo chamber here, but not too bad.
There is a way
Okay.
to just add shit to your character.
And there's a little bit more.
Yeah, but I have to
there's
take
a-
notes. I only have so much room.
There's a little more. And
There's a lot going on, y'all.
gosh,
You can remove.
I can't believe the world this man has generated for us. Because he's got his shit
The
together.
reason why this is impossible to do.
He's like, oh, you deal with how many hours of technical challenges every week? Then he shows me the printout, like literally a ream of paper of what he's been
Okay.
working on just this last week. Yeah, our DM is freaking awesome, and you thank your DM because
Okay.
their DM does a lot of work for you. You know, they love it.
Not me. My game, I just make shit up.
You wait. Wait. I'm gonna back up. Hang on.
Put a pin in it.
Open the book. Like. Open the book. The rift of space time that is the book, and it like way more pages than it has any right to be. And he reaches over and goes, no, and flips to like the back of the book. Opens it up, and goes, I don't suppose I gave you a name.
He asked me to define him.
Okay.
He has a really nice tuxedo.
And you talked to this person?
Only recently. Before we had to do charades.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Okay, eyes did not explode. Well, that's interesting. And way out of my pay grade. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well, he said that there's a second brain on the back of the Tarrasque that we might want to consider attacking to deal with the possession aspect.
Already, it's like I know the future. It's been 30 seconds. It's come in handy.
Second.
But first we should kill the Lord of Bitterfrost, according to him.
It.
That's don't look at me. I'm one good persuasion check away from a religious experience of my own.
I hope you're okay with 1,000 ravens watching.
If he's into that, you know.
Wouldn't be the first time.
1,000 ravens watching.
I have a moment and I don't get it, and then I kind of stop, and then I realize the grief sorrow sword is going! And then I take off after it.
Yes.
Up we go.
Yep. Like your thing, it almost made connect, and then right over the head.
If you scream caca, I know. And I continue on.
Two spades.
That's your safe word. Caca. Alright, I know it's safe word. Safe word's caca. Caca.
Did he say caca or cacao? I don't know.
Cacao. Cacao.
So
As you guys travel through the rest of this pathway,
Plowed by the sorrow sworn.
power.
Wait, I think I've seen that movie.
by the grief.
Camera work.
It's called Wizard's Experience. Plowed into the universe. Anyway. No surprise, the Greasesaurus Sword makes it first. Followed by Nicholas and the rest of the party. As you guys...
Guys, my legs are like 8 inches long. Just give me a
You
break.
find yourself traveling deeper, and deeper into the base, the very base of the Raven Palace itself, as if it's a pyramid itself, and which is the past. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because you're...
Good call!
I'm helping!
and I'm shoving... I take this opportunity as we're running down the hall to realize, wow, that shouldn't be bleeding. And I pull out a oozing pack on and shove it on your back and smear it around.
You're in mid, like chugging the potion, and suddenly a wet slap.
Is that a leech? How is it attached? That's what I think.
Part of and so you were going. I'll tell you how much you gain back if you want me.
Yeah. Is it more than 40?
No.
Well, then
God,
I need to
no.
do math.
God no.
Slime ooze. He heals you 58 hit points. What is that made of? Don't ask.
20.
See
Still
you,
pretty
church.
good.
No
Pretty
kidding.
damn good. You know, that healer feat from like level 4
It's really.
is like it suddenly comes around.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it was
All
like,
right. So we catch up with your new abomination.
You're about to exit the portal, but if you want to do something.
Oh, I was just downing a potion.
Okay. And it becomes increasingly cold with each step. If you do not have the capabilities to shroud it off because of the frost armor that you have due to the die rolls, and you can spend a spell slot, if you so desire, to ward away these incredibly increasing cold conditions.
I got my gear.
So do I.
Also, I'm from here.
You know what? Which one did you choose?
The caster focus.
Okay. In that case, make it so that you don't have to spell it, because we'll just say it's a ranger ability and you can do it at will at the current moment due to the magical influx. We don't need to worry about it.
Well, I was gonna say, could I get away with like tweaking absorb elements or something like
Certainly,
that?
yeah.
So it's not
endure
really the way
elements.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do have endure elements. I just if I can save.
You
this
find
thing,
yourself
I'll do that.
literally going into a heart of an iceberg that has been internally carved out to make the domain of the Bit of Frost. And as you travel, you realize you're not traveling to the heart of this domain, but to a beginning, a side chamber. As you and with Quinn's understanding, he's done this many times before, where he's retreated to his domain and made you go through several rooms to slow you down while he prepares the final hurrah, so to speak. He's done this many times before. But as you finally land on the other side, as the Great Starsworn just stops and just kind of looks away and makes eye contact with the only person in the room that's currently, or was currently, sitting at a table, you find yourself in a room with pots, holes, caverns that have been chiseled out of the hardened steel, reinforced, not steel reinforced, but hardened to the point that it's brilliant blue light, but hardened to the point that it's hard as steel. Caves, cages, open bars of ice, empty shackles, and what looks
So
to
do we
be...
hear that? There's an open ice bar.
Yeah, a little bit. And just the smell of frozen bacteria of manure. This used to be a bustling...
I didn't do that.
This used to be a bustling training pit, housing pit for beasts, monstrosities, and other things of sports-driven capture and training. Now emptied, now silent, and all of them missing. All the shackles not broken off, but opened and tossed to the side, with a rather large creature size draconic individual. If you have a barrel size chest, shorter arms than they should be, shorter neck, and legs that barely allow him to stand up, but only with his backside and tail scraping along the floor when he waddles.
Do you know him?
With massive,
Never seen him before in my life.
strong wings. As was currently drinking himself into a stupor, now just kind of looking over with a half jaw, and like slowly stepping up.
What color?
White scaled.
Alright.
And just is holding the bottle and just kind of sits down.
Evening. Tuesday, isn't it?
Monday.
Those suck. What do you...
Aren't you supposed to be charming?
Is that the guy? Who...
No. This isn't the Lord of Bit of Frost.
Oh, okay.
Empties the bottle after swirling it and...
We're gonna go past you.
You know, there's a trick where you can do the swirl and then tilt it up.
I know that my birthday.
Your
If
birthday?
you're looking for Lord Meanie, he's a waterfall.
I flick him a piece of rock candy. Feel better, champ.
Natural 19.
Yeah.
Why, jam?
Rock candy.
Make a charisma check. Or persuasion. I know. Just roll it.
You watched me drop that dice. You watched me drop it from up here.
Natural 20. Jesus
How the
Christ.
fuck does he do it?
He
How the
takes
fuck
his
do you do
laser
it?
tongue out and puts it out, and tears immediately start flowing. And he just rocks forward.
Does this one mean anything to you?
No.
Oh, good.
Actually,
Is
yes.
Does it?
He's the Beastmaster trainer.
Okay. Do I know
He
him?
trains all the beasts that the Lord of Bitterfrost brings in the house to train as either war pets, entertainment, both, and or slaughter.
Okay, but it's not like he and I are buds. I'm just
No,
like
but you've always
aware
known
of
him as a
know who he
ferocious
is.
individual that protects his brood with zeal and veracity like no one's else businesses.
Okay,
Make an insight check if you so desire.
sure.
Maybe we can keep the beasts out of this. What's the stay command?
Alright,
for
I'm
all
gonna
these
reroll
beasts?
that.
Okay.
That is much better. That becomes a 31.
31. You see a man, a draconic individual that has nothing but known of training his brood and loving his own family that he broods. And you know the guy, he hates his job, or he hates his master, but he loves his job, and that's why he stayed. And now you look around and you realize all his family is gone. And he's drinking himself in a stupor because his family is gone and he can't get them back.
Just like that.
Yeah. As he's like,
I mean, okay, but just. I can't ask him to come with because he won't turn against his master because that's not how it works in the Fae. And he's vaguely useless at the moment, correct?
unless you want to pester him about something. You never know.
Like, what would I pester him about?
If you think he's useless, then he's useless. You
Do
just see-
I know something about him that would indicate otherwise?
Well, you know.
The stay command for the beasts, so we don't have to fight the beasts.
I strongly suspect most of the beasts are dead.
Well, he would most likely know what's going on in here, and you know for a fact that this place changes every time you come in here.
Okay.
That because it's rule number 1. When someone goes in, you change your home so that you don't know what your blueprint of the house is.
Got it.
But he knows the blueprint because he lives here and works here all the
Okay.
time.
So he said up the waterfall.
Yeah.
All right. What about the rest of the path?
What about it?
I did not understand what you said.
What about it? He said.
What is it?
Mostly eyes.
What turns do I take to get to the Lord of the Bitter Frost so I can fucking kill him?
Why do you say so? He's with Mom. If you go up Frozen Fall, into the passage, don't grab key to key trap. All monsters gone, spider remains. I don't like spiders. Spiders me! Oh, and Phil and Tom at top.
What it, Tom?
Phil and Tom. You make fun of me.
Phil and Tom?
I'm more interested in Mom. What's Mom?
Mom is Mom. What do you mean, Mom? Why are you small? I like you.
He's going to try to keep you.
I'll trade you for a shiny nickel. I tried you to save him for one corn chip.
He kind of shuffles over, and you don't realize he's standing up until after the third step because his middle body and crotch is perpetually touching the floor as he just kind of wheels himself over with his ridiculously short legs compared to his barrel's chest.
Same, buddy. Same.
My tip also touches the ground, but for an entirely different reason.
And he goes down the corridor and points at a specific chamber. We're there. Up waterfall. Lord, can't miss him.
And away we go.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see any of my pets? My family?
No.
Oh,
But we'll keep a lookout.
I'll keep looking for them.
really?
Have more candy.
Oh, he catches it. You nice man. Careful with mommy. And he turns around.
I'll trade you the truth for information about mommy.
Truth? What truth? Make a persuasion check.
You don't know truth until you make the deal. Kind of fail.
Can I have a word? Of course. Thank you.
22.
Oh.
22?
That was 2 words.
What word
I
did
don't
they
lie.
take?
Mommy say lie is
You will
for
find out later.
not strong.
You've been given lies. I'm offering you truth.
What
I
kind?
might be offering you truth. I might be offering you more lies. One of us tells the truth. The other one always lies.
Kills one. Is he dead? No. This
I
one
don't-
liar.
I don't like small gold man. I like truth.
Then tell me about mommy.
Oh. Mommy is big, powerful, but chained.
But chained.
Chained.
Is there a way to ensure she stays chained and can't be used to attack me?
Chain of mind.
Ah,
Lord of meanie.
has chained her mind.
Lord of Meanie has chained her mind.
The way that he's taken over her mind, is it something that could be broken?
Maybe?
Okay.
If
Okay.
she will try to kill.
Well, seems only fair.
The truth is that if you can find a way to leave here and go to the Raven Queen's castle, you might find what remains of some of your pets. But most of them have
I
been
know
killed.
where pets go. They're dead.
Some may remain. The Lord of Bitter Frost ran because he is a coward. And he left them as they were. You might be able to save some if you go now.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't want him sneaking up behind me. Modified 20.
Modify 20. Where I go?
Can I tell him a way to get back to the main house?
Yeah.
Like, I've been here before. I
Yeah.
assume I know something, but I don't know something.
If someone
Nicholas-
has fake like capabilities, they're able to travel in between directions. If you just say the party hall for the main hall of the Hall of Crystal Memories, he'll be like, all right.
Hall. Party hall. Like nothing to enunciate the oh. Because the party hall is something else entirely.
Party hall and the Hall of Crystal Memories. Just
All right. Get it? He looks around. Licks the candy. All right.
and
Good
with
luck
that,
with mommy.
with that, I'm kind of shoving grief to the front and making sure that none of you are in front of him.
No,
And
I'm definitely not in front of it.
you're also not real bright.
Oh, grief swirl.
Oh, there's
grief
certain
swirl.
things that I'm scared
I'm gonna
of.
slam, bam, blam.
Oh,
Your music is not helping. I don't like that thing. It is scary as fuck.
Just needs a hug.
I lost my leg because of probably one of those things.
nice man. So I can find you if needed. My name's Jaggy.
Hi, Jaggy.
Your name?
I'm the huntsman.
Okay,
What did we
huntsman.
give me? Master of the hunt? Something like that? I'm the master of the hunt.
Hunt. Okay. Bye. And he waddles
Hunt.
off.
Very important that we announce these things.
Hunt.
Make a nature or history check.
History, I might be able to get you.
Does him specifically?
Yeah, just him, because it's a dragon-based thing.
History.
Yeah,
25.
25. Yeah, you know what this thing is. This is a child between a full-blooded dragon and a dwarf. Just super fey-fied.
Poor thing.
Yeah. Probably did not get the best stick on the planet in terms of
The short end of both sticks.
You really did. But in terms of raw power, just strength alone, that guy can probably hug you to death. Literally. Anyway, but he shows you that.
Well, I've just been told there's a white dragon head I'm going to kill.
Yep.
A horse-headed minotaur and a centaur had 2 children. One of them was full horse, the other one was just a normal chick.
Quinn,
Yep.
with your passive perception, you notice a surprisingly fluffy creature as you guys are about to head around the corner that catches your eye, forcibly draws your eyes in a single direction of like almost a tiny 3-foot creature, hooded. But what immediately grabs your attention is the webbed feet of a penguin.
What is your
Colored pink fur.
24.
And as he turns around and waves at you, is almost a ethereal pink furred penguin. Definitely rings and smells of Sealy Fae. And just kind of waves at you and then goes around the corner. A hallway, 1 over.
I'll be right back. Go peek around the corner.
Fennec does the 3 Stooges below. What are we looking for?
You don't see it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
When you just get the tail
and there's,
part of
there's,
the
there's
rope
X's head over the top of yours.
around another corner.
It's,
Following it for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
he's talking to a rock.
Quinn's gone. As he turns the corner and you turn the corner with him, Quinn's gone.
Shit.
You continue down the snow pathway. As you turn the corner, and turn the corner again. Doing a
4 rights, but still don't make that
Correct.
back where I was. Yeah.
correct. And it starts to snow flurry.
Okay.
And you feel a small little fluffy hand grab your hand. And you one penguin. Walking you through a blizzard of some sort. Followed by another, and another, and another, and another, and another. And next you know the floor is made of penguins. And you go, ah! And you fall forward, and you kind of avalanche with a bunch of snow penguins of various different LED colors of fur.
Penguin
rock
slide.
As you quite listen to penguins slide with penguin.
Acid.
And I
don't remember it.
a quaint little mellow.
Well, he
that
had
is
some
like-
really purple smoke.
I was gust of winging that away from myself.
He was.
It may have circled back around and you didn't notice.
as you tumble forward, you find yourself in a quaint meadow of
A meadow of penguins.
a meadow, but there's only just an avalanche of penguins, and they just kind of go off in random directions. But there's always just avalanche of penguins in a meadow that's kind of been sectioned off in several, just a meadow with a opening at the center that is greenery on the opposite side of you, and then slowly radiates from summer to winter in a span of 30 feet.
Okay.
And you're readjusting yourself, taking one penguin off you, taking off a couple of penguin feathers, and you hear clop, 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 clop of a wide-eyed confusion, very similar to you, of like, what the fuck is going on, of a centaur, a familiar centaur individual. Dressed in a way a centaur can dress, green robes, dressed in a fey version of
Is
the
this
Green Warrior.
Zendarius?
Zendarius.
Okay.
Horse and not horse and face, tan skin, long ears, little puff, and a man bun on the back.
Telling that we.
And he makes eye contact with you and goes, and with the man bun and everything. It's like, it's cool, all right.
Sure it is.
I've been looking for you.
I bet.
I've been looking for
You
you.
sent the penguins to get me.
I didn't send the penguin.
Well,
I thought
so either way.
I had a bunch of pixie, just annoyed the crap.
The penguins are mercenaries. They put a
Was
price.
that you?
Yes.
You're bullshitting.
Prove it.
I can't. You're you.
What did you need? I'm kind of on an errand.
We're all on errands.
Yeah, but I'm about to kill one of the Dark Lords of the Fae.
And I've been promoted to voice of war.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you
Sorry,
said
what?
that out loud.
I've been promoted to voice of war. The Green Wardens is about to declare war on your family.
Oh, wonderful.
I was hoping to have communications with you to hopefully, dial things down before I deliver this. And he hands you a scroll. But I haven't delivered it yet, you see? It's an official, Sealy Count, official, war. Declaration of war. Towards your family's blood.
Shit.
But I'm not going to deliver it today because I just want to talk to a friend, you understand?
Mm-hmm. What did he do?
Your father had a heart attack.
What did my brother do?
We're not here.
Well, that's the thing. Your brother is currently declaring war on everything Fae. But, that's one thing. Another thing is trying to capture us alive and not leaving any slain body possible, seemingly focusing on not harming the exterior parts.
1 second. Pay no attention to the other entries on the whiteboard.
That's why whiteboard's got pages.
Flip it over.
Yeah, flip it over. It's one of those flip overs.
When you flip it over and it just keeps being a clean page, but if you flip it the other way, you can go back through them.
There you go. Look, I'm not particularly one, for mortals and, being civilization and stuff like that, honestly. You know what? Where's my manners? You want some jerky?
Sure.
It's no good, Barry.
You need to ask. I bet
This was Jim. He died of natural causes, fat and happy. Starts chewing it.
A little too fat.
Pretty good, Jim.
Pretty good Jim.
It's dead, Jim.
It wasn't slim though, because then we could just snap into it.
It's dead, Jim. It's dead, Jim.
So,
Your father's still alive, as far as I can tell. But he's definitely on the way out. And your family, other family, is starting to move against us, and partially moving against you. And all of Great Wardens, of course.
how do the wardens stand with the nobility outside my family?
Some want to stay with you, others are using it as an excuse to, condemn you. Natural, normal politics, stuff like that. But they can't last out forever. If they're purposely capturing Fae entities alive, and we haven't found them yet. Do you know anything about this?
Pulls a little pulse of light out of the back of my hat. I need you to go look in on someone for me.
Sure, yeah, no problem. Does that mean I get out from the Shadowville?
Yes.
Oh, there is a god. There's a few gods. I don't believe in them, but I...
What's the name of the town that we're going to return through the portal to? The
Harkern.
Harkern. Find me in Harkern.
Heartkern.
Harkern. Metal people!
Not
Okay.
heartburn, Heartkern.
Find me in Harkern.
Yes, no problem.
I have an... And I turn to Zendarius.
Which is worthy.
Well, yes, of course you are. I need to make regular reports, don't I?
Those are good reports. It made the uppers quite happy.
Yes.
Though, an concerning part was they didn't send anything back.
Yeah, I've noticed.
But, when he looks around, this wasn't me and this wasn't you?
No.
Something or someone is making this happen.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to speak to you for quite a while now. For reasons. You okay? I know, I just came in and just told you all this,
Well, I'll deal with it. I understand that's not necessarily the response you can give to your superiors, but let them know...
I am not a superior in...
No, to your superiors.
Well, of course not. This is all not happening.
Let them know that you intend to deliver the declaration.
I still intend.
But with my father incapacitated and my brother acting out of sorts,
There's also
on
another.
behalf... There's more?
Apparently there's a second brother. There's two brothers. I don't know about your family. Right. There's two people saying of the family.
I think I'm the third, if I remember correctly. But
There's two brothers. One pure human, and one half.
Yeah. It's probably the human that's... I know who's causing the problem.
Both are causing problems.
On behalf of the Lassiter family, I demand right to internal satisfaction. Meaning that I will solve this issue internally. And if I do not do so to your satisfaction, then you may continue with your waging war. But
It
understand...
hasn't started yet.
Understand that should it come to violence, I am ready to stand with my family.
Make a persuasion.
That was the one I rolled natural 2 on. 21.
21.
Natural 2.
And
the lowest score you can get.
You're
is a
not
21.
being like, cold-hearted or anything, but you're just making a stand with blood is thicker
Yeah.
than anything else, and he takes it, and I do not condemn you for that. And you understand that I house a certain amount of respect for you, and this action that I show you hopefully conveys my respect towards you as a warden. As a green warden, like myself. Even if we are on opposite sides, I do not condemn you. Even if we are on the same battlefield.
I do not believe it will come to that.
I hope not.
So, but to that end, I have another errand to attend to that is most likely going clockwise down the
I
drain.
wanted to ask that. What the hell's going on over there? We just got word that all the fake creatures just packed up and left out. They got the move out order. Mm-hmm. Literally just move out or you're food. Kind of bullshit.
Yeah, the Unseelie is marching on the Feywild, so you might want to marshal your forces for that. That might be a little bit more immediate concern than my brother's fuckery.
Oh, everything's going to chaos.
In the meantime, I'm going to go see what I can do about that from behind the scenes. Because I may currently have a little bit of pull in the Shadowfell.
Really?
This is good.
Damn it, I can never tell when you're bullshitting.
Just trust that I'm always bullshitting.
Well, the problem is, I know you lie and then you say a truth, so you mix your lies and truth. It makes it almost impossible to tell if you're lying or truthing.
See, that's the problem with an honest person.
Oh, my
You never know when they might do something dishonest.
Shut up and eat Jim.
In that regard, how do I get back from the penguins? I need unavalanched.
Start falling staircases.
It's climbing a stair of penguins.
As you're like climbing up them. Oh, by the way, remember, aim for both of my hearts if you aim for me, huh?
I'm aiming for your left testicle, and off I go.
I only got one!
Exactly.
As you're climbing your way out. Back to you guys, as you're looking around trying to figure out where Quinn went.
I walk up and tell them, what are you guys doing?
No, it's literally from the
would you
snow
like some-
pathways that you're walking. A hand, another hand, and then the head of Quinn.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill the fire!
I just picture this. Stop it. Stop it.
Kill it!
Stop
Kill the fire! Ack, where are you? You never run when I need you!
Hey, you want some mushrooms?
No.
So you can,
No. I think I've already
have
experienced
spiritual journeys?
I've experienced enough spiritual journeys for one day.
Alright.
Ah.
So, where the hell did you go?
Hold on. Fills itself with coffee.
Where the hell did you go?
I had
I'll take it. I'll take it.
You took the coffee one, I fill the beer one. Anyways.
Coffee and beer.
Oh God, how do you do this? Here you go. And I give it.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Mint mocha. Anyways, yes, one of my
Comes in powder.
one of my compatriots in the Green Wardens was warning me that the Fae are, well, about to go to war with my family over something my brother has done. So, I'll need to deal with that soon. I've added it to the whiteboard.
Right
Oh,
there.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
page 7. Page 7.
Yeah.
I see. Yes.
So, yeah. Let's go kill somebody.
I following him,
Yeah.
gesture at Grief.
As you look up the 200-foot waterfall frozen in time, almost sheer cliff, and you see a ledge that peers over and then goes through the area that you are supposedly supposed to enter.
Penguins in another staircase. No, that's worth a shot.
I don't look like a penguin to you. Why are you whispering to me?
How would you like to continue the travel? As this...
I assume Grief is just climbing.
Oh yeah, if you tell Grief to go, he'll just...
Yeah. He has a climbing speed of 50. So...
Climbing does not slow this guy down.
This thing's
Make an intimidation check.
scary.
Me?
Yeah.
God.
I actually have a climb speed now too.
Yes, you... Oh yeah, you
It
do.
moves as fast as me. I swear this is what took my life.
27?
I swear
27?
This is
So,
the thing that took my life.
You notice there's several potholes, chambers, and areas for things to crawl out of. And you notice several movements with passive perceptions and everything of what are to be ice spiders. You see movement, and they kind of pop their head out with their multi-faced eyes, and they go back in.
Not your lunch, Spidey.
Yeah, they just see it. They'll take one look at the Grave Starspawn and just like, nah.
Okay, so I will fly up on my little broom, and I will go telekinesis and lift Ek.
I had this great idea. I was gonna-
Make an acrobatics check, make an athletics check.
I was already climbing. I said,
Yeah, you grabbed onto you while
I grabbed on.
It's like going-
I mean, we've already established that Ek is at the limit of telekinesis. If he actually gets it, we're all going down.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Athletics.
Athletics.
I'm rolling acrobatics
Fuck.
to get out of the way.
Okay, I rolled like crap.
You-
Go ahead.
23.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like pull and rotate the turtle around.
I still rolled like crap and I got a 23.
And you're...
my acrobatics is 25 to not
So,
get grabbed.
wow, all right. So, you with your impressive feat of strength, he is one slick half-elf boy. Even though you're like, you got him, and you're like, wait a minute.
He's like, it's got me. I'm just waving at him like, yeah, it does. Oh no, oh no. No,
Quinn
I
has
won't do
somehow
that.
made it so that when you grabbed your own arm, you thought it was him.
Yeah.
That's the level of like shenanigans that was.
Here,
So-
hold on to this rope, and I just hand him a rope that's coiled around his belt.
And the Green Starsworn gets to the top first, and you hear, if anyone knows Troll.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see it.
It's old
Yeah.
Indian.
As he gets to the
Oh, I
top,
didn't. I would recognize it anywhere.
as you're coming over the top, Venick, followed by you, get over the edge, and the
Lift the cobalt. Cobalt goes down. Ek goes up.
the Green Starsworn is already at the top, and the two
I grab onto Vedic.
and the three frost trolls are at the top, just like, hey, who would try fire? Oh, sorry, have a nice day. And they still open up the side door, followed by as they just left.
Lock. We have been paid enough for this.
Yeah. And I swear they said something about, and he brought lunch. And of course there's that going,
It's this frozen waterfall and X just clawing at the eyes, desperately trying to just...
And you're finding yourself in a chamber that is just ceiling to floor of keys upon hundreds of thousands of keys. That is all oriented with other chambers that are filled with keys as well, with massive caverns that just fall into nothingness with one of them with a tiny, almost like a frozen cross, frozen
Bridge.
rope. Just like a line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that you can maybe get to a frozen pointy key at the other end of the area. Others you have to jump onto frozen pillars after frozen pillars that all fall into oblivion into spiked frozen pits. And all of
Don't
it's
worry, I can
oriented.
float Ek.
And all of it seems to orient to a area, the door, a 20 by 50 tall ice door, semi-transparent, where you see moving on the inside, almost like moving of like white water on the other side. of just keyhole, 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 a door of keys in a room with hundreds of thousands of keys that could possibly fit dozens upon dozens of them.
Which way did the trolls go?
They went through side chamber doors, which has not opened yet. No, make a perception check.
Don't we already have the key? Don't we know this is the key?
Not 100%.
Poison for Cusco. Poison especially for Cusco.
Perception.
Cusco.
31.
31? With your 31. Wow. Perception
I rolled a
31.
20.
Oh, shit. So you, as soon as there were 2 doors on either side that were at the beginning of the waterfall, there were probably like lunchroom, break rooms, or bedrooms. The door opened, closed, and a boom of something deadlocking on the other side.
Okay.
And you hear...
I mean, so from...
They're barring the door.
Okay.
With a 27 intimidation check, yeah.
Sure. The door with the keyholes and whatever, is it made of metal?
It is
Are
not.
the
It
keyholes-
is all ice.
Yeah. I don't have notes about a key other than the one that you have. Is that the one? Or is it the frosty one that's down the passage? Is it...
Make a intelligence check as you try to flip through your memories.
6?
6? Hard to say. You're trying to like flow through the flow chart of memories.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, it's hard to tell.
I'm grappling everything that's near me.
Are you still floating?
Oh yes, you bet. You
just
still run up 2 feet off the ground. You bet. Cost me nothing to keep this
I'm
up.
literally in a non-vocal panic. I've gone past the vocal panic stage to the...
Okay, well, you flip him
And
over.
you're just grabbing handfuls of keys in your hands.
Flip him over, set him down on the back of a shell, turn him ever so slowly.
Oh my god. And it's on ice, so it's even worse.
Yes, there's the cacophony of keys hitting hitting the ice. That's it.
So do you have notes about...
About the keys?
Yeah.
We have the key ring.
That's not what we're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. Can you explain... Sorry, we're like getting really late and also...
Yeah, and we're about to end anyway.
Okay.
If you want, we can end now.
And we'll figure this puzzle out.
Yeah.
Can I roll insight to see if my character remembers something that I'm forgetting?
No.
Okay.
This is an entirely new room, and it looks like a puzzle room of some sort.
Okay.
But
I cast knock. The door opens and then we go.
it's warded against that.
Aww.
Yes, buddy.
Did you just try to cast knock?
No, I don't even know that I have knock.
Yes, I was
Knowing
like,
Faye and the
thinking-
Fae shenanigans with doors and
Yeah.
knocks and stuff like that, there are literally just people titled for a door opening.
There's actually 12 keyholes, but none of them are locked. So no matter how long you sit here fussing with them trying keys, it will never unlock the door because
You
it's
can only
not
lock
actually
it.
locked.
Make an insight check.
Ooh.
17.
17? You kind of make joking and everything,
Yeah.
and you're like,
You go push the door. Does it just open?
no.
But I would allow
you
my
think
butt off.
you think you're like onto something. You're
Okay.
like, wait a minute. There's hundreds of thousands of keys, right?
Yeah.
And there's all these locks on these doors. Impossible now. It's probably like a red herring kind of situation here.
There's only
None
one,
of the
only
keys
one
are
lock,
actually
only one lock.
meant for this
Only
lock.
one door.
Yeah.
Why would he put the key to unlock this door to his personal chamber in this room?
Yeah.
It'd be stupid to do that.
And the door's made of ice. It's melted.
Yeah, and then that's when your memory a little bit is like, you purposely made a copy of the Lord of Mr. Frost's chambers with a copy of a key that is actually cold iron.
So it is the one that...
It is the
Hey.
coldest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I am.
make an investigation check because there are currently like
17.
12, you said.
yeah, like it is literally 18 different key slots.
Okay. Which one does it fit in? I just cast Shape Water so it molds the inside of the lock and turn it.
Nah, it just freezes to the ice of the door. And then you can't open it ever.
Actually, Shape Water and expanded in there so it breaks the lock. But a
31.
broken lock doesn't
31?
necessarily mean it's
As you go up, you're perfect height for this because normally anyone that is like normal stature of like a normal humanoid, like his stature that is about 7 feet, you would have to look down in order to see it. But with your perfect height of about 3-something feet, it's quite literally at your eye level, and you just kind of look to your right and you see a little shimmer of magic. You gotta finger it, and there's a keyhole there.
Quit fingering shimmers.
I'm not even gonna say anything. Just hang on. I've got this key.
And you see internal workings of various different shades of eyes that start unlocking with it. And the whole wall door just turns to powder white snow.
Guys, I got it.
I'm spinning around.
I stopped controlling you like minutes ago.
And I'm still sitting there, the ice all melted. Just
And he's he's on his back on the shell, just spinning on the ice.
You start to hear the voice, the angered voice of a gargantuan creature and the Lord of Bitterfrost, conversing with each other as the monster's voice. You do not understand. The Raven Clan was never supposed to be here. This changes everything. And you hear, this changes nothing. You do not understand. This is the time of change. If Nicholas could change, Nicholas, the infinite failure, is able to change and finally succeed. We can succeed. I can succeed. You must destroy the pillars. You must destroy them. Make sure it is destroyed. And if you want to know how to become a god, you better destroy it. And I will show you where it is. I'll show you what you want. And the other monster voice. Fine. It shall be done. I shall sacrifice everything. Hold your end of the bargain. Do what you must do and succeed. Infinite failure. And the voice goes. As the Lord of Bitterfrost in this massive chamber stands upon a higher platform. And as you enter this chamber, we're going to end now before we divulge any more of the story.
Wow. Oh, man.
So, I hope you enjoyed this game, everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching. Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods look down on us, we're just a game to them. Eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something coming and it's coming fast. You won't be frightened by the dead hand of the past.